Chosen one, God wants you to be with this person. Do not scroll past this moment, because what you are about to hear carries something precious that your heart has been quietly searching for, something that can shift your life in ways you did not expect. I am speaking to you directly, and I am revealing that this connection you feel is not random, not imagined, and not misplaced. I want you to be with this person, not for temporary comfort, but for a purpose that reaches deeper than emotions alone. If you listen carefully until the end, you will understand why your spirit has been restless and why this bond keeps returning to your thoughts. There is something unfolding that you must not ignore, because within it lies a blessing that has been prepared for you long before this moment. Type Amen to affirm. I am telling you clearly now that this connection was not created by chance, but by intention, and it carries meaning that goes beyond what your eyes can see. You have been wondering why this person stays on your mind, why your heart feels pulled even when you try to move on, and why certain moments between you feel too real to dismiss. It is because I have allowed your paths to cross with purpose, not confusion, and I have planted something within both of you that cannot be easily erased. This does not mean it will always be easy or without struggle, but it means it has significance that you must not overlook. What you feel is not weakness, it is recognition, and your soul is responding to something it knows. Right now, I need you to slow down and truly listen, because your understanding of this situation will change everything. You may have questioned whether this is right, whether you are being misled, or whether you should walk away to protect yourself. But I am asking you to see beyond fear and beyond past pain, because those things can cloud your vision and make you doubt what is real. This connection is not about repeating old wounds. It is about healing them and building something stronger than what you have known before. You are not being led into confusion. You are being guided into clarity, even if it feels uncertain right now. Before you go further, take a moment and show your faith by pressing the like button, because this simple act of belief opens your heart to receive what I am about to reveal. You have been chosen to experience a kind of love that is not based on convenience or surface attraction, but on growth, understanding, and spiritual alignment. This person carries something that complements you, something that fills spaces within you that have long felt empty or misunderstood. At times, this may feel overwhelming, because real connection does not allow you to hide from yourself. It brings your truth to the surface and asks you to become better, not just comfortable. That is why this bond feels intense, because it is meant to transform you, not just entertain you. There have been moments where you felt distance, confusion, or even silence between you, and you may have taken that as a sign that it is not meant to be. But I want you to understand that distance does not always mean disconnection, and silence does not always mean absence. Sometimes I allow space so that both hearts can grow, so that understanding can deepen, and so that what is built between you becomes stronger than temporary emotions. Do not rush to conclusions based on moments that are still in progress, because what I am building takes time to reveal itself fully. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You must also understand that being with this person is not about losing yourself, but about becoming who you were meant to be. I am not asking you to ignore your worth or accept less than you deserve. I am guiding you towards something that will reflect your value back to you, even if it requires patience and faith along the way. This is not about chasing someone who cannot see you. It is about recognizing a connection that is still growing into its full form. There is a difference between what is incomplete and what is not meant for you, and you must learn to see that difference clearly. Your past may be whispering doubts into your mind, reminding you of times when things did not work out, when people left, or when you felt unseen. But I am not repeating your past. I am rewriting your future, and this connection is part of that new chapter. Do not let old wounds convince you that something meaningful must end the same way it once did. You are not the same person you were before, and this is not the same situation you once faced. Growth has already taken place within you, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. There is also something important you must hear with an open heart. This connection requires your participation, not just your observation. You cannot stand at a distance, waiting for everything to happen without your courage, your honesty, and your willingness to show up. I am guiding you, but you must also walk forward with faith, trusting that what you are stepping into is not a mistake. Fear may try to hold you back, but faith is what will carry you through. This person is not perfect, and neither are you, but perfection is not what I am creating here. I am creating something real, something that can grow, adapt, and endure through change. You will both have moments of uncertainty, moments of learning, and moments where patience will be tested. But within those moments, there is an opportunity to build something deeper than what surface-level connections can ever offer. What I am bringing into your life is not fragile. It is being strengthened with every step you take in faith. You have been asking for a sign, for confirmation, for something that tells you clearly what to do, and this is it. I am speaking to your heart, not through confusion, but through clarity that you can feel within yourself. Do not ignore that quiet knowing that keeps returning, even when your mind tries to dismiss it. That knowing is where I am guiding you, gently but firmly, toward what is meant for you. What you are feeling is not something light or temporary. It carries weight, it carries direction, and it carries a purpose that is still unfolding. You may not have all the answers yet, but you are being led step by step, and that is enough for now. Trust does not always come from knowing everything. It comes from believing, even when you cannot see the full path. There are times when you look at this person and you feel peace, even if the situation itself feels uncertain. That peace is not an illusion, it is a signal, something I have placed within you so you can recognize what aligns with your spirit. Even when things around you seem confusing, that inner calm speaks louder than fear if you allow yourself to listen. You have been taught to doubt your feelings, to question what feels right because of past disappointments, but this time is different. I am not leading you into something that will break you. I am guiding you into something that will shape you and strengthen you. Type 222 to receive blessings. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. You must also understand that timing plays a powerful role in what I am doing between you and this person. Sometimes you meet someone before everything is ready, before both hearts have fully grown into what they need to be. That does not mean the connection is wrong. It means it is developing, maturing, and preparing for something deeper. Do not mistake timing challenges for a lack of purpose, because often what takes time is what carries the most value. If everything happened instantly, there would be no room for growth, no room for understanding, and no room for the bond to become strong enough to last. There may be moments when you feel like giving up, when the distance feels too much, or when the silence becomes heavy on your heart. In those moments, Remember that not everything is meant to be rushed or forced into your control. I am working in ways you cannot always see, aligning thoughts, shaping hearts, and removing obstacles that would have harmed you if they remained. Trust that what is meant to come together will not be lost, and what is not meant will not stay, no matter how hard you try. This connection remains because it has a place in your life that has not yet been fulfilled. You also need to release the fear of rejection, because fear can distort your perception and make you believe that you are not enough. You are enough, and you have always been enough. But fear can make you forget that truth. This person is not in your life to diminish you, but to reflect something back to you that you need to see more clearly. Sometimes that reflection includes your strengths, and sometimes it reveals your wounds, but both are necessary for growth. Do not run away from what challenges you, because within that challenge is the transformation you have been seeking. Type 1111 if you believe. You have been asking yourself if this person truly feels the same, if this connection exists on both sides, or if you are the only one carrying these emotions. Understand this clearly. I do not create one-sided bonds without purpose, and I do not place deep connections into your life without a reason that involves both hearts. What you feel is not isolated, even if it is expressed differently or at a different pace. People process emotions in their own time, and sometimes what is felt deeply is not immediately shown outwardly. Patience is required, not because something is missing, but because something is still growing. There is also something within you that needs to heal before this connection can fully flourish. You have carried pain, disappointment, and moments where your trust was broken, and those experiences have shaped how you see love. But I am not asking you to stay in those old patterns. I am calling you out of them and into something new. This connection is part of your healing, not your harm. But healing requires you to let go of what no longer serves you. You cannot carry past pain into a new beginning and expect it to grow without resistance. You may notice that this person challenges you in ways others have not, and that is not by accident. Growth often comes through discomfort, through moments that push you beyond your Privichnaya boundaries. This does not mean the connection is wrong. It means it is doing what it is meant to do, helping you evolve into a stronger, more aware version of yourself. Do not confuse challenge with incompatibility, because sometimes the very thing that challenges you is what helps you grow the most. I am shaping both of you through this process, even when it feels difficult. You are not alone in this journey, even when it feels like you are the only one carrying the weight of these emotions. I am present in every step, in every thought, in every moment of doubt and clarity. When you feel uncertain, come back to that quiet place within yourself where truth lives, because that is where I speak most clearly. The noise around you may try to distract you, but my guidance is steady, calm, and consistent. You only need to listen without fear. There is a future within this connection that you have not yet fully seen, and it is being shaped by the choices you make now. If you choose fear, you may walk away too soon and miss what was meant for you. If you choose faith, you allow space for something meaningful to grow and reveal itself over time. I am not forcing you, I am guiding you, and your willingness to trust will determine how this unfolds. You are being given an opportunity, one that aligns with your heart and your purpose. Remember, being with this person is not about perfection, it is about alignment, growth, and mutual understanding. You will both learn, you will both make mistakes, and you will both need patience, but that is what makes something real. I am not giving you something that will break at the first sign of difficulty. I am giving you something that can endure if you nurture it with faith and care. Do not take this lightly, because what you are holding has depth and meaning that goes beyond what you can currently see. The reason is simple, yet powerful. I have placed a purpose inside this bond that goes beyond temporary feelings. It is not meant to fade like the others. It is meant to stay, to grow, and to transform both of you over time. What you are experiencing is not confusion. It is the beginning of something that requires your faith to fully come alive. There are parts of this journey that will stretch you, because growth never comes without change, and change can feel uncomfortable at first. You may find yourself facing emotions you tried to avoid, or truths about yourself that you once ignored. This is not happening to harm you. It is happening to refine you and to prepare you for what you are stepping into. This person has come into your life not only to love you, but to help awaken parts of you that have been waiting to rise. Do not resist this process, because within it lies the strength you have been praying for. Type 1010 if you trust God. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You have also been thinking about the moments when things felt uncertain between you, when communication was not clear, or when actions did not match your expectations. In those moments, your mind may have tried to convince you that this is not right, that you should walk away before you get hurt. But I want you to see beyond those temporary situations and understand that every meaningful connection goes through phases. What matters is not the absence of difficulty, but the presence of something real beneath it all. That reality is what keeps pulling you back, what keeps reminding you that this is not something to abandon lightly. There is a lesson in patience that you are learning through this connection, and it is shaping your character in ways you do not yet fully see. You have lived in a world that teaches you to expect everything quickly, to move on at the first sign of discomfort, and to protect yourself by avoiding deeper attachment. But I am guiding you into something that requires a different approach, something that asks you to stay, to understand, and to grow instead of running. This is not weakness, this is strength, and it will build a foundation that cannot be easily shaken. At times, you may feel like you are giving more than you are receiving, and this can create doubt within your heart. But I need you to pause and look more closely, because not all giving and receiving happens in the same way or at the same time. What you are offering now is not being lost, it is being held, it is being recognized, even if it is not immediately returned in the way you expect. Trust that balance will come, not through force, but through natural growth and understanding between both of you. Do not measure this connection only by what you see in the moment, because there is more happening beneath the surface. Type 555 to affirm. There is also a truth you must hold on to firmly, and it is this: you are not chasing something that is meant to run from you. I do not lead you into one-sided pursuit where your heart is left empty and unseen. If this person is in your life and remains connected to you, there is a reason, and that reason involves both of you. Even if the pace feels uneven right now, it does not mean the destination is different. Sometimes one heart awakens before the other, and patience allows both to come into alignment. You must guard your thoughts carefully, because doubt can grow quickly if you allow it to take root without truth to guide you. There will always be voices around you, opinions from others, or even your own past experiences trying to shape how you see this connection. But not every voice carries truth, and not every fear deserves your attention. Come back to the quiet certainty within you, the place where you feel peace when you think of this person, even if everything else feels uncertain. That peace is where I am guiding you, and it will not lead you in the wrong direction. This journey is also teaching you how to trust yourself again, because you have spent too long doubting your own instincts. You have questioned your feelings, dismissed your intuition, and allowed fear to speak louder than your inner knowing. But now, I am calling you back to that inner voice, the one that recognizes what is real without needing constant proof. You are not meant to walk through life disconnected from your own truth. This connection is helping you rebuild that trust, step by step. There will come a moment when clarity replaces confusion, when things that feel uncertain now will begin to make sense. You will see why certain delays happened, why certain conversations did not go as expected, and why certain emotions felt so intense. Everything will align in a way that brings understanding and peace. But until that moment arrives, you must remain steady in your faith. Do not let temporary uncertainty cause you to make permanent decisions that you may later regret. You are being guided towards something that carries both love and purpose, and that is rare. Many connections come and go without leaving a lasting impact, but this one has already changed you, even in its early stages. You are thinking differently, feeling more deeply, and becoming more aware of what truly matters to you. This is not by accident. It is part of the transformation that this connection is meant to bring into your life. Embrace it, even when it feels unfamiliar. Remember, I am not distant from you in this process. I am present, guiding each step, protecting your heart, and shaping this connection in ways that will serve your highest good. When you feel uncertain, turn inward and listen, because I am speaking to you in ways that go beyond words. You are not alone, and you are not being led astray. You are being prepared for something meaningful, something that has the power to bring both joy and growth into your life. You have encountered many people before, but this one has awakened something that refuses to be ignored. That is because I am working within this connection, shaping it in ways that go beyond what you can control or fully understand right now. You may have tried to convince yourself that it is easier to let go, to walk away and protect your heart from uncertainty. That thought did not come from peace, it came from fear, and fear always tries to push you away from what requires courage. I am not calling you into something that will harm you. I am calling you into something that will stretch you and reveal your strength. Letting go may feel easier in the moment, but it would leave questions in your heart that would not fade with time. What is meant for you is worth the courage it takes to stay present and trust the process. Type 1212 to claim miracles. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. There is also something happening within the other person that you may not fully see, and it is important for you to understand this. Just as you are processing your emotions, questioning your thoughts, and trying to make sense of everything, they are also going through their own internal journey. Growth does not always happen at the same pace, and expression does not always match feeling. What is real does not disappear simply because it is not constantly visible. You must learn to trust what is beneath the surface, not just what is shown in every moment. You have been looking for certainty, something clear and undeniable that tells you exactly how everything will unfold. But I am asking you to walk by faith, not by complete visibility, because faith is what strengthens your connection to me. If you had all the answers right now, you would not grow in trust, and your understanding would remain shallow. This path is teaching you to rely on something deeper than logic, something that comes from within your spirit. That is where true clarity is formed, not in constant external confirmation. At times, you may feel like you are standing still, like nothing is moving forward in the way you hoped. But stillness does not mean nothing is happening. It often means something important is being prepared. I am aligning circumstances, removing obstacles, and allowing both of you to become ready for what is ahead. If everything moved too quickly, it would not be able to sustain itself. What I am building is meant to last, and that requires careful timing and preparation. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is also a lesson in trust that you are learning, not just in this person, but in yourself and in me. You have spent time questioning whether you can rely on what you feel, whether your heart can lead you in the right direction. But I have given you discernment, and I am teaching you how to use it without fear. This connection is not asking you to abandon your wisdom, it is asking you to apply it with faith instead of doubt. You are capable of recognizing what is real, and this is your opportunity to step into that confidence. You may also notice that this person reflects parts of you that you have not fully accepted or understood. This is not coincidence, it is part of the growth that this connection brings. When someone mirrors your inner world, it can feel intense because it reveals both your strengths and your areas that need healing. Do not turn away from this reflection, because it is guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself. What you heal within yourself will strengthen what you build with them. There will be moments when you question everything, when your mind becomes loud with doubts and your heart feels uncertain. In those moments, come back to the truth that has been placed within you, the quiet knowing that does not shout but remains steady. That is where I am speaking, and that is where your clarity will always return. Do not let temporary emotions override lasting truth. What is real does not disappear because of a moment of doubt. You are also being called to act with honesty, because silence can sometimes create misunderstandings that are not necessary. You do not need to hide your feelings or pretend that you do not care. Being open does not make you weak, it shows that you are aligned with truth. What is meant for you will not be lost because you choose honesty. In fact, honesty will bring clarity, and clarity will remove confusion that has been holding you back. This connection is not about losing control, it is about learning to trust without needing to control everything. You cannot force outcomes, you cannot rush timing, and you cannot shape everything exactly as you want it. But you can remain present, you can act with integrity, and you can trust that what is meant to unfold will do so at the right time. That is where your peace will come from, not from controlling every detail, but from trusting the process that is already in motion. You are being guided into something that carries both emotional depth and spiritual meaning, and that is why it feels different from anything you have experienced before. It is not just about companionship, it is about growth, purpose, and alignment. This is why it requires your attention, your patience, and your faith. Do not treat it as something ordinary, because it has been placed in your life with intention. I am walking with you through every step of this, even when you feel uncertain or alone. I am not distant from your thoughts or your emotions. I am present within them, guiding you gently toward what is meant for you. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and listen, because my guidance is always there, steady and calm. You do not need to search outside yourself for answers that already exist within you. What you are stepping into now requires a deeper level of awareness, because this connection is beginning to move beyond uncertainty and into a space where your choices will shape what comes next. You are no longer at the beginning where everything feels like a question. You are now at a point where understanding is slowly becoming clearer. I want you to recognize that the feelings you carry are not accidental, and they are not meant to be ignored or pushed aside. They are guiding you towards something that has the potential to become part of your life in a lasting way. But for that to happen, you must move with both faith and wisdom, not fear and hesitation. There is something important about this phase that you must not overlook. You are being asked to remain steady, even when emotions rise and fall, even when moments feel uncertain. Stability within yourself will create clarity around you, and clarity will help you see what is truly unfolding. If you allow your emotions to control your actions completely, you may react in ways that do not reflect your true intention. But when you remain grounded, you give this connection the space it needs to grow naturally without unnecessary pressure or confusion. This is where maturity begins to shape what you are building. Type 222 to receive blessings. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You may have noticed that there are moments when everything feels aligned, when conversations flow easily, when the connection feels undeniable. And then there are moments where things feel distant or unclear, where you begin to question everything again. This pattern is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that both of you are still finding your balance within this connection. Growth is not always a straight path. It moves in waves, and each wave brings a new level of understanding. Do not allow temporary shifts to make you forget the deeper truth that continues to remain. There is also a need for you to release the idea that everything must happen in a specific way or within a certain time frame. Expectations can create pressure, and pressure can create tension that interferes with natural growth. I am guiding you towards something that will unfold at the right pace, not at the pace your fear or impatience demands. When you surrender the need to control every detail, you create space for something better than what you could have planned. Trust that what is meant to come together will not be delayed beyond its purpose. At the same time, I am not asking you to remain passive or silent. You are still called to show up with honesty, to express your thoughts and feelings with clarity and respect. This is not about waiting without action. It is about acting with intention and truth. When you communicate from a place of sincerity, you remove confusion and create a stronger foundation between you. What is real will respond to truth, not to silence filled with assumptions. Do not hold back what needs to be spoken, because your voice is part of what will shape this connection. Type 1010 if you trust God. You must also understand that this person is not meant to complete you, but to walk beside you as you continue becoming whole within yourself. I am not bringing you together out of lack, but out of alignment. You are already enough, and this connection is meant to add to your life, not to define your worth. When you stand in your own strength, you bring a healthier, more balanced energy into what you are building together. This is how something lasting is formed, not through dependence, but through mutual growth and support. There may still be fears that rise within you, fears of being hurt, misunderstood, or left behind. These fears are not new. They come from experiences that shaped how you see relationships. But I am asking you to separate the past from the present, because this situation is not meant to repeat what once caused you pain. You are not the same person you were before, and you are not walking into the same patterns unless you choose to bring them with you. Let go of what no longer belongs in your life, so you can receive what is being offered now. You are also being shown how to trust the process without needing constant reassurance. It is natural to want clarity, to want confirmation, to want to know exactly where everything is going. But true faith is built when you continue forward, even when not every answer is visible. I am not withholding clarity from you. I am allowing it to reveal itself in the right time, in a way that strengthens your trust instead of replacing it. This is how you grow into a deeper understanding of both yourself and the path you are on. There is a quiet strength developing within you through this connection, a strength that comes from learning patience, honesty, and self-awareness. You are beginning to see what truly matters, what you are willing to invest in, and what you are no longer willing to accept. This clarity is valuable, and it will guide you not only in this connection, but in every area of your life. You are becoming more aligned with your truth, and that alignment will lead you toward what is meant for you without confusion. This connection is not here to distract you from your purpose. It is here to become part of it. What you are building has the potential to support your growth, to encourage your path, and to bring balance into your life. But for that to happen, both of you must continue growing individually as well as together. Do not lose sight of who you are while you are building something with someone else. Stay connected to your own journey, because that is what will keep everything balanced and strong. I am guiding you through this step by step, even when you cannot see the full picture. I am protecting what is meant for you, and I am removing what is not, even if it does not always make sense in the moment. You are not walking blindly. You are walking with guidance that is steady and intentional. Trust that you are being led in the right direction, even when the path feels uncertain. Stay present in what is happening now. Continue to act with honesty and faith, and allow this connection to unfold without forcing or resisting it. What is meant for you will come together in a way that brings both peace and clarity. You are not being led into confusion. You are being led into understanding, one step at a time.